How did you feel today, and did the race go according to plan for you?
I'm very excited. I think I'm happy. I'd like to take this opportunity first to thank God for this opportunity and thank John Hancock and Boston Marathon for inviting me again to come this year. The race this year was quite different. I think it was more of a tactical race, the Ethiopians versus the Kenyans. And that fight really played out very well. Those guys today were not fighting for time or anything. They were just fighting to beat each other. So that's why it was a very tactical race, but I'm very happy. I ran a very good race. At one point, I was very far behind, and I came up and I got up with the guys, and I made that move, and I was able to break up the pack. I think I did my part. Coming from 3 months of tough campaigning, I'm very happy. I think I'm the happiest man alive right now.
Good.
As I said earlier, I think today was a day that you can just be dumb and run. But I think it turned out to be, as I said earlier, a very tactical race between the Kenyans and Ethiopians. That's what it was out there. It was a fight between the Kenyans and Ethiopians. Every time an Ethiopian goes in front, the Kenyan sits back. And for a little bit, the Ethiopians doesn't want to take the lead anymore. And the pace comes to like completely a standstill. You know, it was crazy. You'll pick up a little bit, and then all of a sudden you go to a halt because nobody wants to take the pace. So it came whereby nobody really wanted to commit to taking the lead or being the pace setter. Also because I think there was a breeze, there was a wind that was coming, there was headwind, that was really cold, kind of breezy cold, that I think, because I took the lead a couple of times, I was leading a couple of times, and every time I led, there was that breeze that was in your face. And every time somebody leads, you don't want that because you are like blocking the wind for everybody. So that was, I think that was one thing that played the role towards nobody wanting to take the lead. And a day like today is the day when we miss Ryan Hall, because, you know, Ryan Hall is a guy that goes out there and pushes it very hard. So wish he was there to push it hard for us. It's a concern for us as Kenyans, because the Ethiopians run a very good tactical races. One thing I always say and I always tell my fellow Kenyans is whenever you see more than 5 Ethiopians in a race, you have to be very careful. Those guys have a very strong teamwork. And I think as Kenyans, I think it's about time we go back to the drawing board and see how we can get our tactical teamwork back to normal, because we cannot run as an individual and beat the Ethiopians. The Ethiopians run very, very tactical and they help each other. You know, I think there was a point whereby Kabrami, like when I took that lead and I pushed, he came and passed me, and while he was passing me, he was calling the other guy. You know, you can see that his mind is not to go for himself, but he wants to go with somebody. And you see when Gogo left, I didn't see him calling any other Kenyan. So that's the two different. The Ethiopian, when he's taking off, is calling the other Ethiopian to go with him. When the Kenyan is taking off, he's not calling the other Ethiopian. And I took off and I didn't call the other Kenyans, so it's my fault too. But I think that's one thing that we, as Kenya, as a country, we have to look and make sure that we look into it. I don't know. I've been a politician for 1 month, and I've been a runner for 5 years. I love running. Definitely I love running. Running is my talent, and politics or leadership is my calling. So what I'm trying to do is really use both of them to serve my country. And I think today, one of the promises I gave to my people, I told them I will represent you not only in parliament, but also to the world. And I think today I did a very good job of representing my constituency in the world stage. So now, tomorrow, I have to put on a suit and put on a dress-up shoes, back to work. So maybe in the next 5 years, you can ask me which one is harder. But today was a race to me to show all the people that thought you cannot mix politics and running. I think today I show them I am still there, and I'm still back, and I'm still a runner, and I'll always be a runner for the next 5 years. So I'm going to enjoy this journey.